guys, here with commentary on the situation, won't you welcome for the first time at the Paper Machete, the head of the Defamation League. Say hello to him.
Thank you, everybody. As you might have heard, Kanye has made several statements and posts on social media that the Anti-Defamation League have condemned as being anti-Semitic. So today I, the head of the Defamation League, would like to officially address Kanye's recent remarks. A lot of you have maybe not heard of the Defamation League. We actually have headquarters here in Chicago, in the Wrigleyville area, mostly. Our main office is actually operate out of the Barstool Sports Bar, where we garner a lot of support, actually. You also may not have heard of us, because we don't usually do official statements to the public like this. We mostly prefer to shout our views. Mostly out the windows of moving cars. Most of our statements have the Doppler effect to it. For our written communication, we most prefer spray paint on doors and windows of people's houses. And if you haven't heard of us, you may have seen our merch. We have like a fun take on those coexist stickers. Did you know if you rotate a swastika, it looks a lot like an X, actually? So if you haven't heard of us, I thought I would explain the main platform of the Defamation League, which is to create an inclusive environment for all things bigotry, racism, and misogyny. We're actually the only organization that hates both Israel and Palestine. We advocate a zero-state solution. We're on the cutting edge of fatphobia, transphobia. We have a rapidly expanding ableism team. We're actually hiring a social media coordinator for that. So if you have experience, creating fake Twitter accounts with a bunch of numbers at the end and tweeting slurs at nonprofit organizers, industry standard stuff, then reach out to me. So now that you know who we are, we'd like to formally address the Kanye remarks where he threatened the Jewish community, claimed they control the government, amongst a number of hateful and conspiratorial statements. And our official position is we like it. Very good. This follows our previous celebrity endorsements of Mel Gibson, Micah Richards, and these will continue when those James Corden tapes get leaked soon. Just wait a couple more weeks for those. We're really excited to work with Kanye. TMZ also released that apparently he long expressed admiration for Hitler, which to us is a little hack, but it's a thought that counts. It's not that original. Kanye's form of racism really lines up with our organization's vision. The sort of hatred that's like straight from the heart. Because when you think of like Ben Shapiro and Tucker Carlson, they espouse hateful views. But it's also kind of, they know what their audience wants to hear. Like, they're really saying what's going to get them views. Like, I'm not saying they don't have hate in their heart, but they're doing it a little bit for the money. Kanye lost $1 billion and is not backing down. He's racist for the love of the game, baby. That's a true artist. And that's what the Defamation League really stands for. And Ben Shapiro and Tucker Carlson are trying to do like this weird, like rational, evidence-based racism, like they're bringing up math and statistics and science to justify it. Get these fucking nerds out of here. Kanye is the sort of old-fashioned racism we want. You know that racism that's just based on a feeling? Not the racism you learn from Reddit, the racism that's passed down from a grandparent. Just it runs in the family. And the biggest reason we're excited to have Kanye on board is not just because Kanye himself is racist. Because, to be honest, no one really cares what Kanye has believed in since he released Jesus is King. But when Kanye says something anti-Semitic, it's just really encouraging for all the normal, everyday anti-Semitic people to come out of the woodwork and espouse their views. And on top of that, with the backlash against Kanye, that has also been a great excuse for all these anti-black, ordinary folk to jump on it and be hateful as well. And the defamation league thinks that's really beautiful, actually. All these people from like different hateful creeds coming together. Because really, we're a grassroots organization. We don't care about like corporate celebrity racism. We want racism from the working folk of this town. We don't want one person saying 3,000 slurs. We want 3,000 people saying one slur. And this has been a huge turnaround for us. So there were points in the last couple of years where it felt like we were losing our base of support. That perhaps in the aftermath of Trump and the pandemic, that perhaps people were going to come together and like accept each other. But I'm glad to say that in 2022, we're back, baby. As our kind of sort of unofficial slogan is, the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards hateful comments against the Jews. And if you want to support our organization, tomorrow we're holding a 5K fun run on the lakefront. We're calling it the Master Race, actually. We'll probably start kind of like near the Diversey shoreline. Kind of shout some stuff around there. And we'll probably enter the city around Boys Town. Thanks, everybody. This was a co-written with Sam Dickey. Thanks, everyone.